Alright, today we'll be talking about the fads and fashions of the 1960s, and the first topic is how people would dress during the time period, men and women. The first men would wear suits and ties and like a top hat. That's what they began with, and like leading up to the 60s. But then when the 60s came along, they switched to nice button-down shirts, more of a casual clothing with khakis and like slacks. And then for the women, they went from sort of like nice clothing with like suits almost and like nice skirts and nice hair, and they became casual as well with like bobby socks, ponytails, dresses, and skirts. And this kind of evolved with the Beatles. The Beatles kind of got them to becoming this new style.
Moving on, some popular foods and snacks of the time period were mostly stuff like instant food and bottled water, stuff we use today, but a lot of oatmeal and Cool Whip. SpaghettiOs were becoming prominent at the time, and Pop-Tarts were just being made.
Next, some of the toys they used to play with. The kids nowadays, they couldn't get enough of toys because they were used to working in factories and not having time to play with toys, but now they did. They started to develop toys like Play-Doh, Slinkies, the Frisbee, Easy Bake Ovens, and some toys that you might not know of were like they called the Super Ball and Flatsy dolls.
Some popular fads and crazes of this time were a fashion trend known as bell-bottoms, which was a type of jean. And that became a major trend, especially in women. Another example can be seen through, they used a lot of tie-dye in the 60s, especially the late 60s. And it became prominent and went with the sort of hippie theme of the decade. And women also used to wear very tall, like obscure boots.
And finally, the popular hairstyles for men and women. Popular hairstyles for men was a quick, easy cut, simple, and just showed that like rockable Elvis Presley kind of haircuts. And then for women, it changed from being like long hair to maybe short hair, kept clean, holding like a lot of like gels and stuff like that to keep their hair in where they wanted it. And for men, again, crew cuts. Yep.